Visit Pokemon Card Market and buy Pokemon cards from base set up to latest evolution set with best prices, secured system and easy handling. Only for European players.
How's it going, guys? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Toxapex GX Evolution deck in the standard format. So Toxapex GX is the latest card from the Guardian Raising expansion. So 210 HP Pokemon stage 1 with Spike Cannon, Super Intense Poison and Total Shelter GX. So 3 different attacks, but we're just gonna focus today for the Spike Cannon. So for the single energy, flip 4 coins, and for each head you're gonna strike for 30. With Victory Star, we can also increase chance to flip more heads because we can just reflip that attack once per turn. And of course, with evolutions on the bench, we can also have that extra chance to maybe hit for the weakness. And of course, with one Espeon GX, we can always use the advantage of the Psy Beam. And of course, the case if we start with the EV in the Psychic Energy, we can always have that Espeon GX possible in play for the Psy Beam, which can also be even bigger nightmare for our opponent. 16 Pokemon, 38 trainer cards, and 6 energies. In addition to that, as you can see, I'm running one Shaymin EX for the setup, and also one Tapu Lele GX, who can also use the Tapu Cure GX, heal all damage from 2 of your banished Pokemon, which is just insane in my opinion, and also Energy Drive for 20. This attack unfortunately will not be effective with weakness and resistance, but mainly for that Wonder Tag, because we can search a deck for any supporter card that we really want, and we can just put it into our hand. But then we can just simply play Pearl City, remove Tapu Lele from play, use a Field Blower, a Super Road, recycle Tapu Lele back and use it again and again over and over. So from the item cards, of course, running 4 copies of Crushing and 1 Enhanced Hammer, because this is also going to be a disrupting version of the deck, so we really want to have as many heads and coin flips, so we can just discard as many energies from our opponent Pokemon as in play. Single Field Blower and Max Potion as a tech, because if you're just going to use our Toxapex GX with only first attack, we can always use the advantage of the Max Potion, heal all damage contest if our opponent is unable to one-hit knock out our Toxapex. 4 copies of Puzzle of Time, so we can have 2 pieces of puzzle at the same time for any 2 cards from our discard pile. Single Super Road, 3 Trainers Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, and 4 V-Seekers, of course. 1 Pearl City for the Stadium. And then plenty of supporter cards. We're just going to start with the Lysander. Single Lysander, 3 copies of N for the drop support. Of course, there's also going to be Olympia, just in case if we stuck without energies and maybe with Toxapex in the active position, so we're not going to be able to retreat. Olympia can always help us. 1 copy of Professor Cuckoo for extra 20 damage in 2 cards. 4 Sycamores, 1 copy of Team Flagrant, 1 copy of Wally, you know, for that turn 1, maybe Tapu Lele for that Toxapex, and then we can start to attack with Spike Cannon on our turn 1. 1 Flare Grant, 1 Wally as I mentioned, 2 copies of Flowstones for the free retreat, and only 6 basic energies in total. If you're looking for any of them, make sure to check ccgcastle.com. If you're looking to trade your old bulk, you can also trade your old bulk for the Guardian Raising booster box. It's available worldwide. All you need to know is in my video description, so make sure to check my video descriptions for more information. So let's do some game tests with this deck so you can actually see how it works in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so let's call the heads and let's go first. So gonna start first here. Let's take a look at the opening hand. There is just 1 copy of Eevee in my hand. It's okay, as long as I can find my Espeon, I'm gonna be more than happy seeing that. Some other cards, 2 pieces of puzzles. Not gonna do that, not gonna play them because there is no cards in my discard pile that I should play them. So let's just go with the N. What we can find with the N here? Ooh, pretty much almost nothing. Well, it's okay. I'm gonna discard with my Ultra Ball, Wally, and my Flare Grant, in addition to my Shaymin EX. So I really want to get some of the cards on my bench and more opportunity to get something good. So let's just play Shaymin for 3. And at least there is 1 copy of Energy, so I can search my deck for Espeon, but that's not gonna happen because I don't have it. And time to play my Puzzle of Time. Ultra Ball for the top deck. Alright. And I'm passing my turn. So that's it. Energy attached, of course, to my Eevee, just in case if I miss opportunity to maybe retrieve with my Floatstone. There's one Fireball later for my opponent. And will there be maybe... Oh, one Bridget. Alright, so with the Bridget he can search his deck for like up to 3 basic Pokemons, none EX, or he can search, for example, 3 GX Pokemons and put them onto his bench. So yeah, that's the something that probably they should maybe fix in the future, maybe not, I'm not sure. But that's the reason why Bridget is actually a very decent card. So as my top deck, I'm just gonna top deck Ultra Ball, which I'm gonna use for Max Potion and Crushing Hammer. So that can be for just one Moraine, and yeah, then I'm gonna play my Sycamore for 7. Very sad, very sad. There's gonna be another Moraine and one Victini, more than that, one Energy to be attached. And of course, one Pearl City to be played, so I can get rid of my Shaymin EX from the bench. And I can use my quick draw. If I get lucky on the heads, I can draw one card. So let's see one more time. Nope, 2 tails in a row. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. So far, looks like I don't have luck here. And there is one Trevenant for my opponent with a Nervous Seed, which means I cannot use my Eevee Quick Draw anymore, but what I can do here is a V-Seeker for another Professor Sycamore. Will I do that? To be honest, probably yes, I'm gonna do that. So, for Silent Fear, his Trevenant will need 2 energies. On the other side, I'm also weak onto Deep Psychic, so that's something that I should be a little bit considerate about. And there we go, with 1 copy of N. Alright, so my opponent actually helped a little bit here. So there's a Jolteon, which is in this case the best option to play, simply because I can have free retreat with my Eevee there. And looks like I'm just gonna do that. Also, I have 2 copies of Toxapex GX, plus I have N. And I'm just gonna go with my N here. All I really need is maybe Enhance or Crushing Hammer, and I get lucky here with my Enhanced Hammer. But if I get 2 heads on the coin flip, that's not gonna be enough because he have weakness onto the darkness, so I'm definitely gonna use my Crushing Hammer here, Enhanced Hammer here, and energy will be attached to my bench at Toxapex GX, just for now, because Mewtwo is a pretty scary attacker on the bench. How many heads I can flip? I can flip 2 of them. Let's try one more time. 1 heads, 2 heads, 3 heads. 3 heads this time for like 90, not 120, but better than 60 definitely. So, managed to go for like 90 here. I'm pretty happy with that. There's one Flare Ground, of course, for my opponent, so he can get rid of one of my energies in play. Of course, if he decides to attach energy to one of his benched Pokemons, I'm gonna just use my Crushing Hammer, and I'm gonna go with that Crushing Hammer on the other side. Yep, so Crushing Hammer will definitely happen. Then I'm just gonna use my N one more time. Can I get heads on the coin flip? Yes, I can. Can I get a couple more heads on the coin flip again? For now, I'm just not gonna play that N. Let's see, I only need 1 heads. And yeah, I just hit 1 head, so... Oh no, I shouldn't reflip again, but never mind. Accidentally hit on the yes, and I hit for 90 in the second time. So yeah, 2 times for 9 damage counters, that's 180. Let's see what his Trevenant can do right now. I guess not too much. Simply because, you know, I already have another Toxapex on my bench. Oh, there's a Delinquent. 3 cards needs to be discarded from my hand. Shame on you, my friend. Shame on you. And Tapu Lele and Flareon. Why Tapu Lele? Simply because if I hit Super Road, I can recycle it back into my deck. So I'm down to 1 card, but 1 golden card, which is a VS Seeker, and that VS Seeker is gonna be more likely for that Professor Sycamore, so I can drop 7 new cards here. I think it's time to start attaching more energies to my Pokemons in play, but probably that's not gonna happen. So, let's see what we can find with the Trainer's Mail. The Seeker. Alright. 2 pieces of puzzles. Let's play just 2 pieces of puzzles for 1 energy card, and maybe, I don't know. What should I grab here? Another Puzzle of Time? Sounds reasonable. Okay. So energy to be attached, and how many heads on the coin flip we can get right now? 0, 0, 0. Oh, luckily we have Victory on the bench this time. 1 heads, 2 heads, 3 heads. Nope, only 2 heads. 60. I'm happy. I'm more than happy. 60 is better than nothing, so definitely Victory saves the day here. So MVP so far is a Victory. Alright, can my opponent find maybe more disruptive cards? We shall see. There is 1 copy of Lysander, and my top deck is gonna be Olympia. So that's just hilarious top deck. Spike Cannon, I just need 2 heads on the coin flip. And again, 4 tails. Luckily we have Victory. This time 2 heads. So more than enough for the knockout. 1 more prize for me, which is gonna be Espeon GX. Alright, unfortunately I don't have Eevee anymore on my bench. There's just Jolteon in play. I think how maybe even Devolution Spray might not be a bad option, so you can just devolution your evolution Pokemon in play and then simply evolve back. So my opponent just played Sycamore. I see 3 Lysanders in his discard pile. That's insane. That's very insane. I mean, 1 double covers energy and he can use the Psych for so many damage counters. But right now, I'm gonna just use my Professor's Kukui. I'm gonna go with my Trainer's Mail, which is gonna be for another Puzzle of Time. Do I have another energy in my discard pile? Unfortunately, I don't have, so I'm just gonna go with my Spike Cannon. 3 heads, that's more than enough for the knockout. That's gonna be like 220 damage counters with my Toxapex GX Spike Cannon with only single energy, striking for like 220. Oh my goodness, that's just oh, not sure what to say about that, but this attack is so powerful and I think also very underrated. Unfortunately for me, I'm not running Oranguru in this deck. So make sure also to consider about running Oranguru. Let's see, how many heads do we need right now? 3? Can I flip 3 heads? Yes, I can. So that's gonna be like 180 this time. So there we go. 1 more prize card for me. It's a Super Road, and 2 more prize cards I just need to pull. So yeah, definitely next turn I'm just gonna retreat my active Toxapex because I don't even have energy to attack, and I simply need to do that. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Lysander his Phantom, and I'm just gonna put my another Murnane on the bench, use my Super Road, so I can recycle my Tapu Lele, Shaman and energy onto my into my deck, and this time I'm gonna use my Superstar Intense Poison, which means his Phantom is gonna be knocked down from the poison. And the last prize that I need to take will be 150 with my Total Shelter GX, of course, against his Oranguru, and I think this is gonna be it. So there is one more unknown. Yeah, definitely. Maybe he can buy one more turn if he can discard some of the energies attached to my Toxapex GX, but if he cannot do that, then this is definitely a GG. And even worse, there's a Lysander for my Murnane. Okay, luckily he have only one retreat cost, so let's see what we can find with the Trainer's Mail. One Professor Sycamore for the victory here. Not sure, but we shall see. Gonna go just for fun with my Eevee on the bench. And yeah, I'm gonna find energy card here so I can retreat. And I can basically use my Total Shelter GX, strike for 150, and ends the game, drawing my last 6 prize here. So that's the GG, my friends. Alright, so let's wait our opponent to flip that coin flip so we can actually see who's gonna go first here. Alright, so I lost the coin flip. Probably I'm gonna start second here, which means Tapu Lele with the Wally and Toxapex GX turn 1 would be so freaking good. It's Espeon GX on the other side, probably with the Mega Mewtwo, Espeon Mega Mewtwo, but not sure, we'll find definitely out. So far, not bad, but that Trainer's Mail better be good, better be for something like Ultra Ball, then I can just Ultra Ball for my Tapu Lele GX, Tapu Lele for the Wally. Oh, but Tauros GX actually stinks a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Oh, even worse, there's a Team School Grant, so I'm also going to lose my Psychic Energy here. Energy attached to Spinda. And my turn. So, Energy top deck, Trainer's Mail for the Floatstone. That's it. That's it? Okay. Put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Yeah, guess I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna attach my Floatstone and I'm gonna play that Lysander because if my opponent actually have something like a double Color's energy, the game is unfortunately over. I didn't even want to attach my energy, you know. Just in case if I can top deck maybe Eevee as a top deck. Oh, there we go with the end. I can have my possibly Espeon GX in play. So, 6 new cards. If I can survive this turn, and I'm gonna survive this turn, I will have 2 Eevees and 1 Moraine on my bench. Unfortunately, right now I'm confused and I also took 3 damage counters. So, let's go with the Crushing Hammer here. So, second successful hammer in a row. Top deck, it's gonna be N, and I must admit that I actually like that top deck. So VS Seeker, is it worth to play VS Seeker here maybe for the Lysander? Let's see. I think I'm not gonna do that for now. I think I'm just perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm just perfectly fine. I'm gonna wait top deck N so I can enter for 6 new cards. And he actually decided again attach energy to his Spinda instead of the maybe Bansheed Pokemon. I like that. I'm just happy with that decision. Once again, Theater Punch for 30. I'm gonna be confused and I'm just gonna top deck N, which I'm gonna immediately play. Grab 6 new cards. Maybe I can find another Crushing Hammer here. Yep, I can. So let's see if I can get maybe heads on the coin flip. 3rd time in a row heads on the coin flip. So yeah, I'm pretty happy here. Trainer's Mail, maybe for Ultra Ball. Yep, that's gonna happen. So that's just insane. Ultra Ball for something like Volley and a Tapulele GX. So I can grab myself Toxapex GX and play, attach energy, and start to attack with my Spike Cannon. That's it. That's all I really need. It's time to use my Spike Cannon. How many heads? I need 3 of them. So far, Spinda will survive. And that's definitely not something that I would like to see, especially against Confuse. There's a Fighting Fury Belt attached to that Spinda, and there's a town map for my opponent. And Birch Observation. So far, I managed to disrupt 3 of his 3 energies with my 3 Crushing Hammers, so that's 100% hammer play. And there's another Tether Punch for 40 this time, which means another V Seeker this time for another N will be played. Floatstone, definitely good card for me, no doubt about it. Not gonna happen, but what's gonna happen is gonna be my Flareon in play. After that I'm gonna play my Super Road. Then I'm gonna play my Crushing Hammer. Will it be 100% 4/4? This is just amazing. I don't even know what to say about that. 4 heads on the coin flip with my Crushing Hammers. I completely disrupt my opponent here. There is no doubt about that. Let's see if I can hit heads on the Spike Cannon. Nope, I'm just gonna take 3 damage counters because I flip tails. At least I have my max potion, which means next turn I can heal all damage counters from my Toxapex, which I'm definitely gonna do. Or wait a minute, he can strike me for like 40 right now and maybe 60 with his Espeon. Oh, there's gonna be another N. Okay, fair enough, another N for my opponent. There is a Crushing Hammer for my opponent, but yeah, he's gonna just flip. He's just gonna flip tails. Fighting Fury Belt and another energy. Tether Punch for 40. What I'm gonna do here, basically, it's gonna be one Toxapex GX in play. 140. He can strike me for like 60. So what I'm gonna do here is, if I flip tails, then he can attack for 40, and that's gonna be enough for the knockout. So what I'm gonna need here is definitely a max potion play, and after that I'm just gonna play one more Flare Grant here. Maybe he is out of the resources and I can play just a piece of puzzle, get the top deck card, energy card, and you know, just pass my turn. So let's see. 5 energies discarded in a row from his Pokemons in play. Of course, he can just easily recycle all of these resources. Oh, there's a Team Skull Grunt. Not gonna happen. And 6th energy in a row for that Spinda, so Tether Punch are gonna happen one more time. 4 damage counters. But this time I'm gonna play my Sycamore for 7. And I have plenty of energies right now in my hand. So let's just use that Spike Cannon. And finally heads. So 1 heads, 1 tails, 1 tails, 1 tails. Only 30. Which means the Spinda will survive for like 1 more turn. I definitely need my Victini, but I don't have even space on my bench. So I'm definitely gonna need my Pearl City. And then counter from my opponent's side. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna start to attach some energies right now to my Toxapex on the bench, maybe even to my Espeon. I have 2 different options. Since I top decked Toxapex, let's just go with that option. So Kukui for 2, and will there be heads? Yep, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's just amazing. 140. So I managed to flip 4 heads of the coin flip. Okay, another V Seeker here. So I have 3 retreat cost, which means I cannot retreat from this position. On the other side, if my opponent can find, nope, there's just another Psychic Energy for his Eevee. So I'm gonna be confused one more time, but he can strike for 60. Which means only one thing. If I get lucky, and if I somehow pull maybe a teammates or maybe another piece of puzzle, I can grab another max potion from my discard pile. And I can just use it. Even better, I just managed to get Olympia as a top deck. So definitely I'm gonna play Olympia. Here with 4 heads on the coin flip, I can only one-hit knock on my opponent. So let's just play that Ultra Ball to thin a little bit deck and to see what else we have left. So there is one more piece of puzzle. No doubt that the next turn I'm gonna play that Be a Seeker. So how many heads? 2 heads on the coin flip. Okay, that's 120. That's just a lot of damage counters here. V-Seeker for Olympia one more time next turn, then I can just attach energy, of course, to my Toxapex GX and retreat back to my Toxapex with the Floatstone. Hit 2 heads on the coin flip possibly, and goes for the knockout against his Espeon, of course. He only had 2 cards available in his hand, so all he can do is just 60 damage counters with the Psybeam, which 50% of those damage counters can be healed. Oh, so he just decided to concede. So yeah, 2 games in a row, 2 victories without too many problems with the Toxapex GX. So definitely very disruptive build that you can actually use to play in the standard format right now these days. I highly recommend you to test this deck and to try it out because it's pretty funny. And there's plenty of options you can do with it. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoy watching this video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. If you have any questions, make sure to leave comments below. So yeah, till the next time, have a nice day, and we'll see you in the next video. So goodbye.